Brush away the waves of worries with the strength of patience and conviction. Give a lot, even if you receive a little. A person who doesn't control their eyes is worthless in their heart. Never feel ashamed to give, even if it's a little, because giving nothing at all is certainly of lesser value. Your true share of this world is what gives you self-respect. A hot-tempered nature is the main enemy of reason. Someone's worth is determined by the extent of their determination. The best among you are those with the noblest character. Don't say to God, "I have a big problem," but say to the problem, "I have a mighty God." A humble person will never be poor. Release everything that makes you stressed and sad. How foolish is humanity, destroying the present while worrying about the future, but crying in the future, remembering the past. Don't consider someone's silence as arrogance. Perhaps they are busy fighting with themselves. Anyone who finds solace in books will never be devoid of happiness. A believer's joy is evident on their face, and their sorrow is hidden in their heart. If there are words that hurt the heart, bow down and let them pass. Don't let them enter your heart, so your heart doesn't get tired. Be like a flower that always gives fragrance even to the hand that crushes it. Believe, something awaits you after enduring so much patience, that will leave you in awe, making you forget how painful the suffering was. Never make decisions when angry, and never make promises when happy. It's easier to turn a mountain into dust than to plant love in a heart filled with hatred. Conceal the goodness you do, and let the goodness you have done be known only to yourself. This life is nothing but the shadow of clouds, the dream of one who is asleep. A moment of patience and a moment of anger can save you from 1,000 regrets. I don't care about my circumstances of hardship and joy, because I don't know which of the two is better for me. Life is only 2 days. One day is in your favor, and one day is against you. So, when it's in your favor, don't be proud and reckless. When it's against you, be patient, because both are tests for you. Love cannot be waited for. Take it with full courage, or let it go with full grace. Never rejoice in having many friends, as long as they are not good people. For the position of a friend is like fire. A little is enjoyable, while too much leads to destruction. A pessimist always sees difficulties in every opportunity, but an optimist always sees opportunities in every difficulty. Do not look at who is speaking, but see what is being said. What is bad, God releases intentionally so that the good has a chance to come. Be a good person in the eyes of Allah. Be a bad person in your own eyes. Be an ordinary person in the eyes of others. There is always light for those who are willing to see. I have experienced all the bitterness in life, and the most bitter is hoping for humanity. Do not utter words that you yourself do not like to hear if others say them to you. Patience comes in 2 forms: patience for something you don't want, and patience to restrain yourself from something you desire. Do not explain yourself to anyone, because those who like you don't need it, and those who hate you won't believe it. The wind doesn't blow to shake the trees, but to test the strength of their roots. The best revenge is to make yourself better. People who speak the truth gain 3 things: trust, love, and respect. If the mind is not perfect, reduce speaking. If something you like doesn't happen, enjoy what does. Knowledge without reason is like having shoes without feet. And reason without knowledge is like having feet without shoes. If you are anxious about something, enter into it, because the fear of facing it is more disturbing than the thing you fear itself. Think positively, no matter how tough your life is. Swallow your anger, because you will never find a drink that leaves a sweeter and tastier taste than that. The tongue of a wise person is behind his heart, while the heart of a fool is behind his tongue. Do not hate anyone, no matter how much they wrong you. A person who constantly thinks about the consequences of a decision or action will never become a courageous person. Opportunities come like passing clouds. Seize them when they are in front of you. Stay connected with those who have forgotten you, and forgive those who have wronged you. Sometimes, less is more blessed than more. Some medicine becomes the cause of illness, just as something painful can sometimes be a healing remedy. The wealth diminishes when spent, but knowledge increases when invested. Lighten your heart, nourish it with the sprinkles of wisdom. Just like the body, the heart also feels fatigue. Never be the cause of your family's greatest suffering. Forgiveness is the best victory. The honest words of a friend are more valuable than the inherited wealth of ancestors. Two types of people will never feel satiated forever: the seeker of knowledge and the seeker of wealth. A person who only thinks for the sake of their stomach is worth no more than what comes out of their stomach. A helper who constantly insults, or a friend who always harbors ill thoughts, is of no use. The purity of someone's conscience is proportional to their sensitivity to their own honor. Blessed is the person who can be the master of themselves, guide their desires, and captain their life's ship. Even the simplest manual labor to maintain one's dignity is far superior to wealth accompanied by misconduct. Be generous, but not extravagant. Live a simple life, but not a miserly one. Whoever puts themselves in suspicious places should not blame others for thinking poorly of them. One's sincerity is in line with their humanity. It is better to be silent until you are asked to speak, rather than to keep speaking until asked to be silent. Whoever considers themselves bad, then they are a good person. And whoever considers themselves good, they are a bad person. Your true self is what you do when no one is watching. There is no greater pleasure in this world than long life and the enjoyment of good health. No one can keep your secrets better than yourself. So, don't blame anyone for revealing your secrets because you couldn't keep them hidden. Your secrets are your captives, and if released, they will make you a prisoner. I'm not as good as you say, but I am not as bad as you think. Work for your afterlife as if you will die tomorrow, and work for your worldly life as if you will live forever. Whatever is meant for you will find its way to you. Patience is a vehicle that will not slip, and acceptance is a sword that will not dull. The most complete gift from Allah is to live life based on knowledge. When you are grateful, you experience true happiness. Sincerity is a sign of strength in the heart. When you love, love sincerely and genuinely. When you pursue your dreams, never give up. Life is a journey towards knowledge and wisdom. When you forgive, you free yourself from the shackles of hatred. Sincerity is a sign of sincerity and genuineness. Life is a gift that we must enjoy and share. When you seek goodness, goodness will follow your steps. When you are patient, you find tranquility within your soul. When you love, love with full compassion and attention. When you pursue your goals, never hesitate to dream big. Life is a journey towards true happiness. When you forgive, you free yourself from resentment. Sincerity is a sign of a sincere heart and soul. Life is a gift that we should appreciate every day. When you love, love with joy and delight. When you pursue your dreams, never stop fighting. When you forgive, you find peace within your heart. Sincerity is a sign that your heart is filled with goodness. Life is a gift that we should cherish and nurture. When you are patient, you discover strength within yourself that you never knew existed. When you love, love with all your heart and without conditions. Do not involve your heart in sorrow over the past, or you will not be ready for what is to come. Gossip is the pinnacle of the abilities of weak people. Whoever kindles the fire of slander will himself become its fuel. Be generous, but not extravagant. Live a simple life, but not a miserly one. I have tasted all the bitterness in life, and the bitterest is to place one's hopes in humanity. A person who likes to speak the truth gains three things: trust, love, and respect. There is no use for a helper who constantly insults or a friend who always assumes the worst. Someone's sincerity is in line with their humanity. Recognize the truth, and you will know those who are true. Truth is not measured by its people, but people are measured by the truth. Never make decisions in anger, and never make promises in happiness. Do not utter words that you yourself would not like to hear if others were to say them to you. The tongue of a wise person is behind their heart, while the heart of a foolish person is behind their tongue. Do not use the sharpness of your words on your mother who taught you how to speak. Anger begins with madness and ends with regret. Our worst mistake is our interest in the mistakes of others.